welcome to Deep Thoughts on Marketing. I'm one of your hosts, Mary Anne Cipressy with What's Up Southwest Florida and Teach Me Social. And
I'm Jenny with Jenny Be Creative.
well, we are so glad you're tuning in for this episode because Jenny is an extraordinary graphic designer.
Uh-oh.
If there's one thing this girl knows, it's graphic design, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Because as business owners, this is a huge part of what you need to consider when you're growing and building your business. So a lot of people tend to try to do it themselves, but we're going to be talking about why not to do that and why graphic design is so important and it needs to be professional.
So important, guys. And I'm not just saying that because that's what I do. So when you're starting out a business, we're going to start a business. We're starting a business. And you're like, I need a logo, and I need brochures, and I need t-shirts, and I need all sorts of things with my branding on it, my logo on it. Yes, you can attempt to do it yourself. But when you bring this content to a graphic designer, they're bringing a different element to it. They are bringing knowledge of the craft, of other businesses around you, because when I'm making something, I don't start from like, okay, let's just make it. No, I see who else is out there, what they look like, and how we can beat them visually. So
can I just add to that a little bit? So what you basically do is if you're starting a business and you decide that you want to use a shade of blue in your logo or your branding, you look at what everybody else is doing, and if everybody's already blue, you're going to recommend them that they don't use the blue.
Okay. Absolutely. I'll be like, everybody's blue right now. And actually colors come with cause humans to react in different ways. And so you have to pick a different color that still has the same emotional impact, but is different. So, oh my gosh, we could go on for hours. But so why a graphic designer? First impressions matter, guys. Hello. Consistency is credibility. That goes back into branding, right? And that consistency. Creativity kills competition. If you look like you know your stuff better than the other guy, you're going to get more of the business. And of course, your message matters. And so if your message matters, you want it to be presented in the best possible way, right?
Absolutely.
This is why I recommend going to a graphic designer, but that's not always necessary. Yeah, you can go to and do other things. I know, Mary Anne, you use other things like Canva and stuff like that every once in a while when you need something on the fly, right?
Yeah, I mean, for social media, there's times that those things are totally appropriate, but I certainly don't design in it and then take that and upload it somewhere to have a business card done or to have a brochure done. All those, when I have them done, they're professionally designed because of what you said, impressions matter. So when you're handing this to a prospective customer or client and you have typos or your coloring is off or your spacing is off, because unless you're a designer, you're not going to know, and we've all seen these things with the fonts on cards are too small and you can't read them and,
Absolutely.
So
and
they have their place, but not when you want a professional image.
Not when you want to stick out from the competition, for sure.
Exactly.
And there are levels of graphic designers. Obviously, graphic designers have to start somewhere, right? They don't still wake up, I am a graphic designer with 15 years experience. No, it doesn't, you don't wake up that way. So of course you have the beginners, the interns, the college students. Yes, they are less expensive, but they also come with less knowledge, right?
Right.
And so if there's a give and take there. And so you might not get it perfect, and you send your brochure to the printer and they send it back to you because your wording is on the fold or something weird like that, or
It's
you don't
not
have
even the right file type that they can use.
not a file type, there's no bleed, there's no crop marks, all those other things that come with printing. That's when an experienced graphic designer like myself could come in. I have been doing this for 15 years. I've done it in all the formats. There's thousands of different kinds of graphic designers. I've done print, I've done web, I've done it all. And I get excited now when I find something I haven't done before. I'm like, oh, shut up. And I get excited because I learn, because that's, just how big of a graphic design nerd I am. But, and then of course, then you got your agencies. And then in your agencies, you have 5 people, and you have 5 people's worth of knowledge going into and yeah, you got to pay for it. Sorry. So that's why I recommend, an experienced graphic designer, because that way it's less expensive for the small business guy, right? And then less expensive, more bang for your buck, because then you can turn around and use that marketing budget on something else, like printing more brochures. You can print more, and then because you didn't spend it all on the design, right?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Excellent.
So let me ask you, what kind of a business that's just starting up, we'll just do one little quick question, starting up, what exactly would they need a graphic designer to do for them, just starting?
So I get newbies starting all the time, and they're like, I want to start a business. And I kind of walk them through the process of, design-wise and developing a business-wise visually. Obviously they're going to need a logo. A lot of them haven't even picked their name yet.
Oh, wow.
So before we even go into logo land, I'm like, okay, you're going to need to make sure that you can have your name that you want. Because there's, if somebody else has it, you can have it. Sorry. And your URL is available. All the tools and stuff you're going to need. There's a pre-thought to that before you even decide on your name. And then we go into visuals. And then, being who I am, I talk to them about their brand and all that other stuff, and to make sure we start out right.
All right. Well, I thank you for sharing all that, and I hope our viewers today understand the importance of using a graphic designer and why graphic design is so important, plays a huge role in your business. You just drive down the road, look at all those signs and everything on people's buildings, all done by graphic design.
Without graphic design, your marketing material is blank. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us on Deep Thoughts on Marketing, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
Bye.